Okay, so hi. We are supposed to be talking about we've been talking about HCF. Meanwhile, we're supposed to be talking about HCF and LCM, right? So in this particular lesson, we are going to talk about LCM now. Okay, and you already know that HCF means highest common factor, and you know that LCM means lowest common multiple. All right, so what does common multiple mean? Okay, if you have how do I actually give you a definition for that? The lowest common multiple, okay, is a number that is a multiple of two. The lowest number that is a multiple of two or more numbers. The lowest number that is a multiple of two or more numbers is what we call the lowest common multiple. An example will really help you understand that. Let's look at this question. They said find the LCM of 2 and 3. Okay, so whenever we need to look for an LCM, there has to be two numbers. Okay, just like when we need two or more numbers, just like when we need to look for highest common factor, we have can be two or more numbers. Okay, we look for the highest common factor between them. Okay, so let's look for the LCM of 2 and 3. Now, what is the LCM means lowest common multiple, right? So now let's look at the multiples of 2. Multiples of 2. So we start with multiples of 2. Multiples of 2. When we say multiples of 2, it means the repeated addition of 2. Okay, so when we have 2 times 1, we get 2. So 2 is a multiple of 2. 2 times 2, we get 4. 4 is a multiple of 2. 2 times 3, we get 6. 6 is a multiple of 2. 2 times 4, we get 8. 2 times 5, we get 10. The next one is 12. Let's also look at multiples of 3. Multiples of 3, we're going to have 3 because 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2, we get 6. 3 times 3, we get 9. 3 times 4, we get 12. 3 times 5, we get 15. And it keeps going. Okay? It keeps going. Now, what are we looking for? The lowest common multiple. The lowest common multiple. So what is the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3? Now, we can see 2 here is a multiple of 2, but we don't have 2 as a multiple of 3. So that means 2 is not common. 3 is a multiple of 3, but we don't have 3 as a multiple of 2. So that means 3 is not a common multiple of 2 and 3. But if you look up here, we have 6 as a multiple of 2. And we also have 6 as a multiple of 3. Good. So we have, again, we have 12 as a multiple of 2. And we also have 12 as a multiple of 3. So 12 and 6 are common multiples of 2 and 3. There can be other common multiples. Alright, there will be other common multiples, definitely. 30 is a common multiple of 2 and 3. Okay, but we're not going to that extent. This is enough to explain what we want to do. So 6 and 6 here is 6 is a common multiple of 2 and 3. 12 is a common multiple of 2 and 3. But the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. That's what we call LCM. The lowest common multiple of 2 and 3 here is what? 6. Okay, so LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Okay, so that's it. That's that. Okay, so that is just the basic thing about common multiples. Okay, let's take this game a little bit further and look at getting the lowest common. Okay, let me do that here. The lowest common multiple of 3 and 4. The lowest common multiple of 3 and 4. Okay, so if we want the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4, what we are going to do is to get the multiples of 3. So what are the multiples of 3? Multiples of 3 are 3 6. Yeah, because 3 times 1 gives you 3, 3 times 2 gives you 6, 3 times 3 gives you 9, 3 times 4 gives you 12, 3 times 5 gives you 15, 3 times 6 gives you 18. Now we can stop here and continue. Although it continues, but we can stop here. Now, the lowest common multiple of 4. 4 times 1 gives you 4, 4 times 2 gives you 8, 4 times 3 gives you 12, 4 times 4 gives you 16, 4 times 5 gives you 20, 4 times 6, 24, and so on and so forth. Okay, so what is the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4? What is the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4? The lowest common multiple of 3 and 4, as you can see here, is 12. Because 12 is common to both 3 and 4. Okay, so that's how we go about looking for LCM of numbers. Okay, that's what LCM basically is all about. Alright, so that's where we're going to look at the next thing. I'm going to show you how to find HCF in another style, another method of finding HCF and LCM. Alright.